Hey, what's going on? I'm back with another video. So, we're coming up on a new Superman trailer. So, I believe this trailer is going to be on Superman Day, which began back in, April 18th, 1938. That's when the first appearance of Superman, the one that we would know and love, right? Back in Action Comics. And Superman Day is April 18th, so that's next week. So they was sort of teasing about it a little bit. James Gunn and whatever, like Jim Lee, right? Legendary Jim Lee, who was part of that X-Men run with Chris Claremont. So and he made various titles over at Image with Wildstorm Productions. Then they joined up with DC. So that's what Jim Lee. So they was talking about that, right? They both talked about they had seen the first original Superman, like in a movie theater though. Both of them though, right? So him and James Gunn, they've been around for a long time, but like this trailer, what I like to see is trailer show us something that obviously we haven't seen before because we're getting closer. The movie comes out July 11th. The picture you're seeing right now is a shot of the Fortress. The Solitude looks great. You're right. The detail. Look at it. The shield on there. So yeah, you see that's Crypto Dragon. Kal-El there and stuff. So yeah, so it looks interesting. So just suspect on Superman Day the 18th, which also it starts the summer of Superman, and also that's the movie centers where it's going to be between Michael B. Jordan and that director Cougar, who I believe was also a part of the Black Panthers. Obviously, Michael B. Jordan was Killmonger. So yeah, so that's Warner Brothers got something that movie coming out. So April 18th, but also, and I expect what also I think about is also like with this trailer. Also, they should also have that trailer showing in the movies. If you go and watch I would do that as well. Have just have Superman and all WB movies like as a trailer, like showing before the actual movie starts. So I would like to see it do that. So remember they did the preview, a 5 minute preview, the one that they eventually just released because people was like leaking it. But they had that's what they had playing before Minecraft movie starts. So a lot of kids that maybe they probably wouldn't went and go and see a Superman movie, maybe they might say, oh, telling parents they want to go and see a Superman movie. That could have like an effect. And I think that was a smart move. What Warner Brothers did, DC Studios, James Gunn, all involved, right? Because it won't hurt, So that's something good. I'm glad they did that though. So who knows? Who more people could come and see the Superman movie? I believe it's going to do at least 700 million worldwide. At least that when it's all said and done. Definitely, it's what I'm liking what I've seen. Even though people say, oh well, they probably didn't like what Crypto was doing, jumping on him and stuff like that. But man's best friend and dog or whatever is going on. You see that though, and you see people say, how can the sun? It wasn't the sun wasn't hurt to me. It was magnified sun, right? If you really look at it, and stuff. But remember, his bones was all that stuff was healing at a rapid pace too. But yeah, I'm just saying like the trailer is gonna be like you said, April 18th, which is Superman Day, right? So be ready for that trailer when they drop that trailer. I believe, me personally, even though I might be a little biased, but I'm Superman fan, but that trailer has to like really knock it out the park for me. So you know what? I want to go and see this movie because they seen this second trailer, right? The first trailer, we seen the first trailer. It did that, but that 5 minute preview sneak peek that wasn't really a trailer because that was just like a little that was just showing an extended sneak peek what happened when Crypto started dragging Superman in the first original trailer. But this second trailer really has to show a little bit more though, right? And stuff. So just to whet our appetites, entice us to want to go and see the movie. I believe James Gunn. I trust him, right? As far as doing superhero movies, as far as his work with Marvel, right? With Guardians of the Galaxy, even that movie, The Suicide Squad, even though that came out during a mix of the pandemic, I felt it graded well and it scored well. So I got all the faith and trust in James Gunn to deliver a Superman movie, which everyone knows this, right? He did look what he worked. He worked miracles with lesser known characters in Guardians of the Galaxy. So I got all the confidence in the world in James Gunn. It's not that people so much hate Superman, right? But a disdain for James Gunn. But where was this disdain for James Gunn when he was with Marvel? Where was it? You know, they didn't have a problem with James Gunn, right? And he was a part, and he was a part also of the Infinity War. He had a hand in that as well. And they tried not to give him this credit though, but come on, so we gotta stop that though. But yeah, so James Gunn has I would say DCU has something to prove. They brought James Gunn as Seraphim. I believe these guys is going to deliver on this movie. You'll see it in this trailer. I believe this trailer is going to knock it out the park, right? Not only that, but the movie is going to definitely really bring the DCU back, to the forefront. I believe so, because like I said, I'm looking at over 700 million for this Superman movie that comes July 11th, right? And I'm also say this would be the best superhero movie, right, to come out in 2025 for this year. I believe it's going to do better than Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. So that's what I believe. I believe this, like I said, this trailer will be coming soon next week on a Friday, Good Friday by that. So what better way to start off Good Friday? But not only, Sinners, which I think that's gonna be a really good movie, vampire movie, and also the trailer of Superman, right? And all that stuff, which started back in 1938. Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. I believe those are the two guys who created them from out of Cleveland, though, right? So yeah. So who would think that what they was doing? And I believe they sold it might have sold Superman for like $100 back then. That was a lot of money. So yeah, so look what Superman stands now. It's nowhere in the world you can't go that they don't know who Superman is. So like, I can't wait for the trailer. I damn sure can't wait for the movie. It's gonna be, like I said, the best movie for me to go and see and stuff, right? And I can't wait. But that's all I got for now. Stay tuned. It's more stuff as the news happens. I'll bring it to you though. Also, so like, be on the lookout for my reaction when that trailer drops next week and stuff like that. And damn sure I'm gonna do a review of the movie once I go and see the movie in July. So man, let me know how y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with another one. I'm out of here. One.